All those children that died, lying. We understand that you're a news channel, you have your foreign policy, but where's your humanity? Where? Where is your humanity? How many children died? I ask you to condemn the Israeli government. Air this! Air this! You liar! We ask you to condemn. Where are your condemnations? Where's your channel covering this? Cover this! Say the truth, we understand you're an employee. You're just a puppet. You're just a mouthpiece. Come talk to me like a human being. Come talk to me like a human being. I understand you have your foreign policy. No, I've heard you. I've heard you. You hear me. I understand you have your foreign policy. I understand you speak for your government. I understand you represent your government. But that being said, you're a country that's playing free speech. Your customized democracy is actually what led to Hamas. And now we're watching an occupation, and we're watching the result of your silence, of your misrepresentation of Arabs. But a lot of Western channels have been aiding in the dehumanization of Arabs. When I say the word Muhammad, how does that make you feel? You immediately flinch, because that's what's been happening. So now, when 1,000+ Palestinian babies die, you don't feel the same. You don't feel the same as when I tell you one of your own has died. But these are our own. And it is unfair, and Egypt will stand with Palestine. I know Israeli politics, and they try and divide us, and they try and make you seem like we are weak. But let me tell you something, we are not weak. And we stand with the Palestinians, and we stand with Arabs. And they try and change the narrative, because you own the narrative, see? This is our problem. You own the narrative, you own the United Nations, you own Hollywood, you own all these mouthpieces. Where are our voices? Our voices need to be heard as well. We've been watching your channels. Instead of warning these Palestinian children, we've been having to deal with more dehumanization of Arabs. We've been having to deal with more ridiculous rhetoric, to the extent that one Arab came and just had a farcical interview, because there's no more logic. There's no more logic in debating with you. You don't listen. It's like you have, Israel has a fact book. The Palestinians are animals and they need to die, and this is what's been happening. Get our voices across. Fair coverage. Israel has just been breaching too many international laws. The fact that it's been coming across as above the law. Who's to speak for these children? Who's to speak for Palestinian children? Who? Seriously, no, I'm actually asking you. Who's to speak to those? Who's to speak for those Palestinian children? If all Western channels are talking for Israel, if the United Nations is standing for Israel, all these international institutions are standing for Israel, who's there for the Palestinians? And don't call it a war. The jargon is even more infuriating. It's not a war. They're not on equal footing. It is not a war. It is an occupation, and this is the result. You occupy, you will get resistance. And I guess that's the part you're going to take, right? I promise you, this will air. I promise.